mentally. Now, a lot of people say, well, it's no big deal. I can have sex with someone, not really going to affect me. It's just sex. I had a friend in high school I grew up with, man, for years. And he was a hidden brother. Every time he was with a girl, he would just try to tell her straight up, now this is just sex. Just so you know, this is just sex. And I feel so bad for these young ladies because they believed it. They didn't know the truth. They didn't listen to the message that we had to tell you. Sex affects you mentally. Scientists have studied the effect of sex on the brain. See, people say to themselves, oh, we can do this, move on, and just, go on to the next person. It's not true. The memory of sex is so powerful. When doctors have studied it, they say the only thing that they can compare sex to as far as an experience that you can have as a human being, the only thing that will leave a similar impression on your brain is watching somebody die. Now, I can't imagine what that would be like. I've never seen somebody die. But can you imagine with me, if you're sitting, driving your car down the street, you got your girl, your guy next to you, you talking, you laughing, you're having a good time, and all of a sudden, you hit a patch of ice, car slips out of control, flips over in the ditch. By the time it stops, you look over and you watch your best friend die in front of you. That's a memory you will never forget. That's how powerful they say the act of sex is. It gets burned in your brain. But see, a lot of you young people, man, you make this mistake. You put one person's memory on your brain, another person, another person, another person, another person. By the time you get ready to get in a relationship that you want to be with this person forever, you can't. Because you've had all these other memories on your brain. So you do what you practice to do. You get involved with someone, you get physical with them, and then you break up. Get involved, get physical, break up. Get involved, get physical, break up. And then by the time you're ready to get married, you say the I do's, you put the ring on, you get involved with them, you're physical, and about 2-3 years into it, you say, I don't know why it is, I can't stay committed to you. I love you, you're great, I want to be with you, but for some reason I want to be with someone else. Why? Because socially, physically, emotionally, relationally, mentally, you have practiced divorce your whole life. That's not good sex. Best sex you can have is to wait for that one person and stay committed to it.
To one of my absolute favorite people in the world. I love him dearly like a brother. Right over here, Ayande Russell. Ayande!
Just kidding, right here, front center. You guys actually turned over there. There's like a whole crew of you that just went. And you stared at the wall too, which is funny because there's no door there at the wall that you're looking. I know, okay, anyway. Yes, my name is Ayande Taka Russell. Right, exactly. That's what happens to me. It's happened to me all my life. Thank you for continuing that trauma in my life. Yes, it's Ayande Taka Russell. Some of you guys, even the teacher right here, he's sitting here looking at me and he's like, his name is what? That doesn't sound like English. Konnichiwa, brother. And by this time, you guys are like, you listen to Phil and you're like, I'm sorry, to Garth, and you guys are like, what are these guys doing? I love sex. I haven't done anything yet, but I'm thinking about it. Why are they ruining it for me? They suck. Well, here's the thing, young people. We're not here to tell you what to do, right? We're not your parents. Like, I'm not your dad. Garth is probably not your dad. Any of you guys have a complaint, you can take it to the Maury Povich show and find out. The paternity test taken. No, we're not your parents, so we're not here to tell you what to do, right? This is your choice, this is your body. You have to be responsible for what happens with your body. But here's the thing. Sex can be as great as you imagine it to be if you're mindful of the context that you're having in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. How many of you guys have ever been to a carnival? The carnivals they set up in mall parking lots, right? And they're really cheap kind of carnivals. You got the guys with the big pot bellies with cigar burns on their face and stuff and 3 teeth in their mouth, the rest in their pockets, that kind of guy. They set these up, right? And then you have to get tickets to get on the rides, you know what I'm talking about? Every ticket costs $1, but no ride is less than 20 tickets. So you're a ride, one ride, and it's never exciting. They put you on that one that, have you ever been on that ride that's how at Elitch's, they got the one that drops you from a cliff? What's it called? The tower? Have you ever been to a carnival version of that? It's it takes you 5 feet up in the air. It's more like being in a car with hydraulics. You're this is not fun at all. I'm not enjoying myself. Right? But how many of you all have been to Elitch's though? You've been into amusement park? Yeah. And you pay your money to be there the whole day, right? And you get a wristband, and and you get to go on every ride you want, you know what I mean? You go on the roller coasters. How many of y'all have been into the water park? For images, right? Does the water park still have like the camera where they take pictures of you when you slide down? And everybody's like in the picture, like when you're going down, you think you're having fun, like ah! But the pictures show you you're like this. Right? Well, check this out. Sex is kind of like that. You know what I mean? Context. When you decide to become sexually active has everything to do with like how much you enjoy it. Alright? And some people are settling for like sex that's sort of like a carnival instead of an amusement park. Now I've got my wristband on. I wear it right here. Yeah. I'm sensitive. Yeah, I've been married for almost 8 years, right? Yeah, thank you, brother. Yeah, I've been married for almost 8 years to my wife, and I love her to death. My wife is beautiful to me. I see her, and guess what? I got the wristband on. I can ride all the rides as much as I want to.